Hello.
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 It is good
I was
afternoon.
about to say good afternoon. Welcome to TaleChasers on Sunday
What is
with
this?
your Friday host, Amber. So yeah, as you might have realized, we were not playing on Friday, and so we are here today in the
Yeah,
middle of the day.
and if you didn't realize, then I guess you're not watching us regularly, and that's okay. But
That's fine
also,
too.
please watch us regularly.
First, please.
If two people follow, we'll reach 100 followers, and that's a pretty cool milestone.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna skirt past all of this and go into announcements, if you don't mind.
Wise.
Very wise. So, this week we played The City Below, which is our currently ongoing adventure about some events that are happening, or well, happened almost 200 years ago in my world. It will be uploaded this coming Thursday, and there will be another session the week after that because we play on a bi-weekly
Which, from a
basis.
non-biased viewer perspective, it was really cool, and Amber's clearly putting a lot of effort into it with a lot of modules that are really cool, and you should definitely spend time to watch it.
Damn.
Bless you.
Yeah, that is
Anyway,
very.
also watch Brandon. He streams yesterday, so you missed it. But
You
don't worry,
streamed
they're also
What? Only yesterday.
Yesterday.
only yesterday,
back
but like
in
it's
time,
okay.
motherfuckers.
You missed it forever. I'm sorry. He
You can
doesn't
watch the
stream anymore.
VOD now over at Long Rest D&D on Twitch. Outside of that though, he streams every week on Saturday at 4 p.m. at normal European time, unless you are in the UK, and then it's 3 p.m. I guess.
Indeed.
All right.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Unless Marka has miraculously finished an adventure in Arkhona.
No, but I am actually but I'm actually gonna work on that. But I do need to see if we're gonna buy Midjourney again because it's nice to have the pictures. But I'm actually gonna work on that in my vacation because I have vacation now and I've gotten some progress down. I need to finish some quests, but yeah, it's looking
Nice.
good.
And will there be a Calamica session on Saturday?
Calamica, yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's not gonna be Calamica this Saturday because, like you some might know, we have a birthday party weekend thing. Because Sam's birthday, so we're not having one. But we should be back at a normal schedule the week after. So, you can catch us again on the 20th or the 15th, and then it's going to be straight shoot at least for 3 weeks again, so we should be fine.
All right.
I'm also
In that case, we can slide into a recap of last session. Let me double check what the hell that session was. Oh yes, of course. Is there someone who feels like they really want to give this recap, or should I just appoint someone at random?
Well,
not all at once, please.
I was say.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I was about to say I'm currently spamming our Twitch channel, so I need a moment and all the discords that I can spam it in.
I see.
An awful coincidence, isn't it?
No, I'm spamming it each time.
Is.
Yeah. I mean, Gabe, would you like to give it? Otherwise, I can do it.
Yeah, I don't have half of the beginning in my notes yet. I need to sort them out, so it's fine if you can give it.
Okay. Well, last time on the Gazers of the Stars, we started with a little bit of a time travel as we rewound the time on to the day we got back to the Enclave from our ascent, and Vasily had messaged Lawrence in some sort of little secret book they have, and basically said that
it's just a little bit of text RP, a bit of text RP that is not sexual. It's very wholesome.
Okay, that's I don't know if I trust you since you had to point that out, but yes.
Anytime you bring up RP of any kind, someone's gonna be like, Oh,
Of course.
private note exchange.
Of course. But yes, he had basically sent a message that said, Lawrence, hi, I fell down the pit and I'm in front of the big lich door. It's kind of wet and damp down here. Yes, when are you home?
At
And-
least there's no
10 out of 10.
Inquisitors down here, right?
Absolutely 10 out of
Right.
10.
Yeah. And so yeah, we made a little trip down there. We rappelled down into this pit, as it were, and yeah, we found him there. Sure enough, and he basically filled us in on what happened. Yes, the female inquisitor from Order of the Ancient Blood, who specifically was here to hunt vampires, mind you. She had come around the tower and wanted to like ask questions. First, she wasn't let inside. But then Lawrence's father let her inside on the second time she came around, I believe. And then they had a nice conversation in Castanellan while Vasily was hiding out in the basement. Um, and then he kind of just, I think he was trying to crawl out of the little passage in the basement, and then he kind of ended up in a sort of slip and slide situation, and went down the river and into this hole. And yeah,
Roll led to multiple bad rolls, led to a cascading failure.
pretty much. And then yeah, so we go here. Yeah, he's he's okay. We have a
He
little
just failed a skill challenge.
yeah. And
At
we
36 athletics checks.
that's a lot of athletics checks.
Damn,
Mm.
why it's always the rogues that fail these?
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause
But-
I'm a rogue.
But down there, yeah, indeed, this is the like humongous iron door with imagery of mages and undead knights, etc. And I think also Vasily made a comment about, well, this is our natural enemy, aka liches. I don't remember the context here, but I have it in my notes.
No, Ulan
There
sounds
is
like
context.
a nice guy.
Uh,
He just knows it.
yeah, he knows the context, presumably. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean intelligent undead, bad.
I mean, yes,
Mhm.
Yeah,
because they're also intelligent undead. So yeah.
It's a very obscure reference to a very obscure tidbit I wrote really long ago.
Okay.
about the dude that became a lich.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a
that
nice
guy.
bit.
Yeah, it was about the brothers.
Yeah, from Ravo.
Anywho, down here, someone has actually been here relatively recently, and some of the stalagmites are painted, and some of them have recently gotten a new paint job, and it's like arcane symbols and stuff, but it doesn't appear to have an actual purpose except being decorative. But yeah, someone is clearly coming down here every now and again and just, yeah, kind of painting stuff and making sure everything looks tip top. So either they're doing it to ward, make sure people stay away, or they're doing it because maybe they're, I don't know, a fucking cultist of the Black Star archmages. I don't know. Anyway, we go back because obviously we don't want to open a big door that has a lich behind it. And then we have a talk with Ilmare. We talk a bit about world-ending things, about Doom Guy, the artifacts, about Gormadrog, and she recognizes some of this stuff. And she also makes a comment of like, I'm not sure I actually believe that Gormadrog was slain by 6 quote unquote heroes. Probably something else that happened. And then she also shares her theory about how she thinks that all of this world-ending stuff is just it's literally a cycle, and it's just happening over and over and over. And obviously, people since the world hasn't properly ended, people have managed to stop the things in the past, and then, similar things happen again. And Lawrence mostly agrees with this and talks a bit about the Star Child, and then for whatever reason we go into arguing about semantics. I don't have in my notes semantics about what, but yes. Then we continue with that, and then we just kind of plainly ask her if she would like to be our ally and friend, as we're gathering up people to fight against this, as we basically have the date of the supposed start of the end. And she tells us, I think I have it here. Yeah, Tokas managed to get a massive 19, which is a nat 20 for him, persuasion check. And apparently, that's good enough. And she agrees. And then she tells us something she knows about, which is in the north lies the wrath that sweeps from the west to the uttermost east. Their oath shall drive them, and yet betray them, and even snatch away at the very treasure they have sworn to pursue. To evil end shall all things turn that begin well, and by treason of kin unto kin shall this come to pass. For their blood renders blood, and beyond this land their kin have dwelt in death's shadow. No sickness nor age will assail them, but slain they may be, and slain they shall be, by weapon and by the torment and grief they have stricken upon their own. Apparently, every diviner has said this for about 5 decades, just over and over. She doesn't know which north they're talking about. She once thought it maybe pertained to the High Elves, because, they didn't stand by their kin when they believed that, their kin, now Dark Elves, when they believed that together they could have taken down the humans. But maybe, the north is somewhere else, and perhaps the betrayal is someone else's. Either way, she needs to get some stuff done before she can actually join us and travel with us. She needs to get word out of her, what she called lack of success here in Blacklaw. But after that, she can travel with us. She will not perform any work for us, as we're not paying her. And she'll only stick around for as long as she sees a benefit. And, that's fine. And, I suppose we've attracted our first ally, as it were.
Ooh, what do you mean? We got Vasily.
Our
This is our
first...
second.
Yes.
Our first ally that might actually do work for us.
What do you mean? He fucking helps us with our research all the time.
No,
100%.
yeah, fair. Yeah, fair, you got a point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, he just sits around writing depressing poetry.
And then
It's nice.
And then after this, Lawrence just kind of talked with his dad a bit, and he got some info. Well, not a lot of info, honestly. But he got, he asked what he talked with the woman about, and he was like, "Oh, we talked about back home, like how the weather was, and etc., etc." And then Lawrence is like, "Okay, did you say anything about Vasily?" And Lawrence's father looks at him. No, why would I? Son, you know that we're from. Love knows no bounds. And Lawrence looks confused. He's like, yeah?
It's an emotion. What
Yeah, exactly. It's an emotion. What do you...
You'll figure it out
why
one
would
day,
it?
son.
And after this, we, we had our little rest. We went to the Den of Bones, and then, we got ready. Tokas threw in an automaton into the bone pit to try and...
an atomic bomb.
Yes, exactly. Into the bone pit. It was a little construct that was supposed to, like wriggle around and make noise and vibrations. And it did, as it gets nommed by the bullet as its beak sticks out. And then Tokas tells Lawrence that, okay, maybe it's a good time to use thaumaturgy. And yeah, Lawrence makes I think the pile or the ground shake, vibrate.
Ground shake.
Yeah.
I
And
get confused between this spell and the actual spell, like Earth Tremor.
yeah,
That's
that's
like-
fair.
I'm you, but I cost nothing.
And then it jumps on out, and lands smack dab in the middle of us, and then the fight starts.
It never started for me.
Well, I mean, it sort of.
Vincent, man.
It did.
For me neither.
I think you got off the first opportunity attack, right? I think you hit.
I think I missed.
Oh, okay. The fight starts as this lightning bullet pops out, and yes, attacks go off. There's some a nat 20 guiding bolt in there from Lawrence. Tokas, he fireballs the thing for 32 damage and manages to just hit the bullet with some clever placement. Vittorio takes advantage, quite literally, of the advantage from the guiding bolt, and lands a big hit. Sarius uses some biting blade and whatnot, and we basically managed to land a couple of good hits in the first round. And then the bullet kind of starts swaying its head left and right, and it sort of looks like the Godzilla beam is charging up.
Biden, blast.
Last.
It
Oh, God.
but instead of a beam, it gets up on its hind legs and smashes down, which is 31 points of lightning damage on a failure. And Vincent and Lawrence fails, so they take a bunch of damage.
Just stun.
And on top of that, yes, they're also stunned, which is not ideal.
In
That's
the
so
words
sad
of
the
Zed,
fight.
balance is weakness.
And then it
I
just
control the balance now.
and then it burrows away. There's no hole or anything, because it's not that kind of burrowing. So Vittorio, he runs over to the two stunned people and feeds Lawrence a tiger's milk tablet for some healing, as he was quite low.
Stunned though.
Yeah, still stunned. And then
I die instantly when I'm hit though. So
something not so great happens as the bullet appears through the wall next to Tokas and crits Tokas for a lot of fucking damage. I believe the total was
A lot.
64.
yeah,
number
Which is-
64.
which is, as most people can probably imagine, that is a lot more than the maximum HP of a fifth level wizard.
I mean, he still has a lot of HP
He does.
for
That
a
is true.
wizard.
That is true. That's fair. But sadly,
Not at the time. So.
yeah, sadly not at the time.
No, I think it's still more than Vincent.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But yes,
For real, my guy, get tough.
this
Hit
bullet,
level 6 and get tough.
this
Yeah, I'll
bullet.
just hit level 6, right, Amber?
I mean, I said that you guys can prepare for level 6.
Yeah,
you just
I
have
know.
to leave this mountain, but you insist on talking to
Yeah.
everyone in it, so
Yeah, we're
It's your
take some
fault.
time.
yeah.
It's your fault for making an immersive environment
Yeah.
for us to
Yeah,
Yeah,
explore and us
exactly.
wanting
I
to
literally,
stay
I will
into
not
the
make
environment.
anything immersive anymore. Like I said, we will
Please
we'll
don't.
go into the
All right.
the next arc.
Well, yes. Sadly, this is enough to just outright kill Tokas, and he gets bitten and I guess run through by teeth and discarded on the ground. And then the bullet is basically trying to jump away into the pit. and go away. Vittorio sees this and gets incredibly enraged as he sees his friend on the ground in tatters. And he manages to stab this bullet to death by almost jumping on top of it in the pit. However, then the bullet explodes.
Yeah, it does.
And effectively pulverizes all the bones in the bone pit. And I think, did all of us take damage? I think so.
Most of you took damage. It was a con save, so like if
Yeah.
only people were stunned automatically
Oh,
failed.
yes, and yeah, Vincent, who was, still stunned,
I had just gotten out of it.
yeah, and Vincent standing there, he took damage, and he also got
Wow.
pushed, I think, 10 feet into the wall, and then he was knocked out because that took him to 0.
Bonk.
Yeah.
And that's oh boy. And then after this, we managed to obviously stabilize Vincent, and Tokas could burn his fate point, which means it's gone, but at least he didn't outright die, which is something. But he is basically unresponsive for the time being, just knocked out. Also, Vasily tried to, I believe, he tried to cast a spell on Tokas, which didn't.
Sangromancy.
Yeah, some Sangromancy, which didn't take hold on Tokas because, he sadly outright died. And then he also cast another spell to. I don't even remember what it did. It was. It was.
Binds the life force of creatures together.
Yes, you can expend hit dice and basically take damage yourself, and then you heal another person for that. We did that to sort of non-mechanically stabilize Tokas because we were pretty worried.
I'm also a max HP, even though I'm still unconscious.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's
I want to make the addendum here. Wait, is your recap done?
I mean, yeah, basically after that we just looked around for the supposed item that Tokas thought might be here in the Rune Titan skull. There was nothing there, but we managed to at least scavenge something from the bullet. There you
Was the plating of the bullet still intact? I forgot to ask that last session.
My man is
No,
exploded.
it basically
Is
It-
it like when like a door gets blown in and the door is still like there and present, but it's just blown off its hinges?
It's like
I-
if you exploded a lobster from the inside out and only like the steaming bits at the center remain,
yeah.
Oh, poor lobster.
We
Poor hot
haven't
dog
won
crab.
them.
Yeah, poor bullet indeed.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking about Lawrence's dad and like that he wouldn't say anything to the Inquisitor because he's like super anti-regime because technically he's in a cult that's like against the government.
That's fair.
So
That is
I
very
mean, isn't technically Lawrence also a cultist?
yeah, by
that is
extension, Lawrence
against-
also in a cult. But like, if we take the modern definition of cult, all of you are really in a cult. So like,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
just
I'm
how
in
it is.
Amon's cult. I'm in a different
The
cult.
thing is, right, as well, what's even like what weirder, right, is if you like begin reading up about any of the divinities that like exist in most D&D settings, it's always like, this is the religion of the area, and these are the cults of the area. What's the difference? Well, these are the good aligned deities, and these are the bad aligned deities.
I was about to say, like, it's a cult is just a bunch of people who have like the same beliefs. So like, if you guys all believe that the world is going to end at the end, like in 6 years, then technically you are already a doomsday cult.
I was about to say, aren't we like a death cult then?
Yeah, you're like a doomsday cult. That's a good name for your group.
Doomsday.
Stargazers and the
Doomgazers.
Doomgazers. Anyhow,
The Doom Raiders. Hello?
This is what happened last session. And now it is time for this session.
Oh, I'm glad. I was afraid we might just skip to next one.
I'm gonna skip this session. I don't like it very much, so bye. Lawrence, Vasily is sidled up to you. He's checking you over because you were also not looking.
I let him do as he may. Lawrence isn't in a particularly talkative mood. What does Vasily do in particular?
He presses like one of his cold hands to your forehead, and like you could. Does Vasily know anything about medicine? I don't think so.
Why does he need to? He was nobility.
Yeah, exactly. He like presses like a hand to your forehead, and he's like,
I was kind of like
"Do you feel strange?"
takes it away a bit. I feel fine, Vasily. Just fine. I guess.
Okay, but you will tell me this is not part of your plan, yes? What just happened here, like...
I believe the plan, not explicitly my plan, was that we would kind of size, recover the content, some artifact that Togas believed to be inside the skull of that creature. Not the creature we fought, but the creature living inside the skull. No, the creature that was the skull. Yeah. Just gonna scratch his back of his head a bit.
What just happened there could have also been you. And then you would be gone.
That's true. I have considered that. Do you wish to chide me as I wish to chide everyone right now? I'm not exactly in a very good mood right now. Or I guess is this your way
Vasily
of trying to
remains
comfort me?
silent. It looks like he has things to say, but he does not say them.
Lawrence invades his personal space. Gets his face really close to Vasily's, and then bonks his head against his head. I know. And then retreats.
What am I supposed to do when that happens to you?
Turn me into a cute little vampire spawn, maybe?
Is that what you want?
Not particularly. Since that would involve dying.
But if it came to it,
If I die, then I think I'm okay with that.
insightful as you are, you can see that Vasily is struggling with something internally, whether that is emotions themselves, or a decision, or like your answer, or maybe something that he himself wants to say. Or maybe all of the above. I don't remember.
Lawrence will kind of like pull his knees up into his chest and wrap his arms around them, sort of melting into them a little bit. As long
He will
as
sit
you
down
remember,
next to you.
as long as you remember me, Vasily, I'm never really going to be gone. I will live on in the hearts of others. What little time we have left in this world. Hey, if I'm unsuccessful, maybe the Star Child will send someone else. Maybe he has other prophets, Lawrence says, touching the word as if it's something he hadn't considered himself to be.
I don't want to spend time with other people. I probably won't even like.
I know.
I know.
I appreciate the effort you've made so far. Even if we're all just a bunch of stinky, dumb commoners.
I am, as Siren would say, just winging it.
Aren't we all?
And you can fix the stink with a little bit of soap. It's not that expensive, you know. Like, it's not really that much effort to get into a tub with some soap and just scrub all the grime and dirt and blood off of you. Don't have to keep it on you for like 4 days in a row. I just think it is. I don't know how you can live like this.
Unfortunately, where I could get home to relax after many days of traveling and not eating, I had to go rescue somebody from a hole they'd fallen into. Because they don't know how to take care of themselves when I'm not around, apparently.
I know how to take care of myself. The fact you did not find me, you know, without a head in the basement, it is a testament to how good I am at taking care of myself.
Really now.
Yes.
Oh, poor Vasily, no longer surrounded by an army of servants. Has to do everything by himself. Oh, pinch his cheek.
It is literally the worst. I used to think that doing things for myself was fun, like a little accomplishment, you know. But this sucks.
Now imagine if you had to add eating and drinking and all the other, and sleeping, top of all of that.
I don't
Where
know
would
how
you
you guys
find
have the
the
time to do
time?
anything at all in your day. Spend so
Most-
much time doing fucking nothing.
Most people
Shoveling
don't.
food into your mouth. Laying motionless on a mattress. For fun.
That
No wonder you don't have time to bathe.
it is. I do appreciate you coming here, though.
Though I'm not sure if I like what I just saw. I think it beats sitting alone in a tower. Again, bless your father, but you know.
Yes, he said he was supportive of the two of us, whatever that means.
Evidently, it means that I have your father's support when I ask you for your hand. When I ask him for your hand in marriage, like you were like a blushing maiden.
I'm the blushing maiden here.
Have you ever seen me blush?
Lawrence does a hum and then turns away, as if thinking, trying to remember something. But his eyes eventually do catch on to Tokas, and his mood is soured once more, and he doesn't respond to Vasily.
Vasily returns to silence. But being as he is, he literally cannot stay silent for too long. So he will comment on things he sees.
It's just like me.
For real, for real.
No cap.
Alright. Party.
Hmm.
The Den of Bones is silent. After multiple loud explosions,
That's true.
the dust is beginning to settle. Like literal bone dust settles.
Yeah.
There are a couple of like wisps that normally hang out near the ceiling that have like kind of drifted down. And are like zapping away at some of the like bone fragments, but they don't find anything.
So,
Interest.
so
Come
what do
near,
you
I'm
have?
gonna guiding bolt them.
Oh, damn.
We roll initiative against the 250 wisps that
I'm
live
not in the
this
mood to
cavern.
fuck around.
Not in the mood to fuck around. What does Lawrence do? Fuck around.
Hey, you think this is fucking around? This is them
Zippity
coming
zappity.
closer, and this is them finding the fuck out.
Here's a picture of the. I think I have a picture of Den of Bones.
I have
Yeah,
patience, but that has a limit.
It is in Stargazers, and I can also drag it in here
So,
in the chat.
do we just go?
Well, it's not like we can sit around here and just wait, so yeah, we'll have to.
Do we just bind Tokas to the head of the ram so it just kind of moves forward so we can steer it?
Oh, I already have him.
What?
And I'll pick up Tokas at a piggyback. I'll piggyback in.
Well, then,
Very hefty, but you'll manage.
Yeah,
Very
like Tokas is pretty fucking heavy.
40
isn't he?
pound.
He's
gnome.
very heavy for a gnome.
Yeah.
I have some
Tokas
solid
is
strength,
thick?
This is
I
his
had no
gear.
idea.
Yeah, he's thick. He's got 16 con. What do you mean?
Thick gnome.
We love a gnome with a little meat.
Oh
yeah,
my
now a little
god.
less of it.
What?
You're realizing that Tokas actually weighs like
No,
200
no,
pounds?
I accidentally clicked on E. And oh my god.
I told you there's a fucking drop down menu on the side. It's amazing.
Oh!
And I
Well,
and
we only have your. I think it's actually for you guys. I think it's always, but for me, it's only when I have one of your tokens selected.
yeah.
Did
and
you know that if you
and I
click the
thought,
mouse
yeah.
wheel, there's also another menu that appears?
Yeah, but I don't like that one as much.
Mark.
I'm so
Oh!
I'm so sad because I literally can't use the E menu because it will fuck up the
Yeah.
screen.
Use it anyways. Who cares?
No.
You can use the middle mouse button one.
Oops, that's
Yeah,
not
the
what
mi-
I'm trying to do.
What?
I've used my middle mouse button so often in Cyberpunk as of late that it's now like not working as much anymore.
Well, then let's pack up and go. We'll see when Tokus wakes up.
Yeah, the quicker the better. This little guy actually weighs more than he looks.
Yeah, no, he's almost as heavy as I am. Lars laughs.
Zarya says the ground shaking beneath him as he walks.
I think
dragon
Victoria
bone.
weighs as much.
Thick
Uh,
dragon bone.
uh, about
Whoa.
240 pounds, and then plus all the equipment. So yeah, he weighs a
Okay,
bit.
then you are lighter than Zari.
Yeah, but you also have a thick tail, so
Yeah, that's why I gave him
you
more
can remove some
weight.
weight from you if you ever lose your tail. You know, say to
Lose
a
your tail
kraken or
right now.
something. Like if a kraken were to just like appear and like rip it off for some reason, like
Yeah, and
For
Amber,
whatever
you
reason.
say that. Amber, you say that every enemy we fight wants to rip off my tail for some reason. Have you
Dude,
seen
it's
how many
free.
scars that thing has?
you just let it hang there. You should get a like a prehensile one so you can actually dodge instead of just letting it hang. You know.
You should get a clip. No, you should get some tail armor.
yeah.
Tail armor. I have no armor. But
Yeah, but you
yeah,
need some for your tail.
yeah. It's good. But let's head out. Then maybe they'll have something in the village to help patch Tokus.
Hmm. Yeah, if we're lucky.
You know what? I do hope that his eyes don't spread.
Sounds like you're fading out through a misty door whenever you
No.
finish sentences.
I would know. I said I hope his eyes don't spread.
You did it again.
What
He's
the
walking
fuck?
into the boss's chamber. He's going through the mist gate. He's gonna face.
Zarya flies away at the end of every turn.
He's gonna finally find Eldritch to devour. See you later, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, let's gotta move on so we can, get there and deal with business, and then hopefully, either by the time we're done or well before, Tokus will have woken up. I would hope. If not, well, then that's gonna be a problem.
I'll just need some good rest. I think we could all do with a bit of that at the moment.
Mm.
Glad we can.
Lawrence will sign and get up.
All right.
Let us go.
Yeah, we're gonna carry him.
Carrying Tokas and eventually lowering yourself through the secret trapdoor into the tunnel towards Redstone, secret hidden village of Curvilia and her people. You end up at the Y split in the road, one of which, leads to a graveyard. The other one to the village itself. The writing is still a language that none of you know.
Yeah.
Does Vasily know?
I'm gonna say big doubt on it, but let's see. Vasily knows quite a few languages.
I didn't
I
Tok-
translated it, but we don't know what language it is.
Ah, yes. Oh, did we not even know what script it was?
We don't know the origin, and we don't know the name of the script. We know
Fair
what
enough.
it means.
Yeah, fair enough.
Roglin script.
I think the script, off the top of my head, I'll double check it right now, but I think it might be like rooted in Primordial.
Primordial scripts.
Then I can at least recognize the script. So that's something.
Yeah, it is Primordial runic in nature.
Also, Amber, when we go down the little secret hatch thingy,
Through the mountain.
I would like to make a perception check to just see if anything or anyone is stirring in the Den of Bones before we descend.
You may.
Bippity bop.
Bippity boppity bip.
23.
How interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the Den of Bones, that's for certain. But will the ice beyond?
In what direction? Like from the way we entered,
Toes.
or from where the Ankeg nest was?
Maybe even beyond that. It's hard to tell a directionality.
Okay, what do I pick up on?
Let's go, Legolas.
Not with your eyes, but with your ears. You hear a sound disjointed and fake. The howl of a wolf.
Does he smell anything? Because his nose is better than his ears.
Not at this distance, no.
No snorting.
It was disjointed and fake.
Yes. A very good fake. It is most assuredly a wolf's howl, but something about it is wrong. Like it reverberates in the wrong way.
Is this the same one?
Yes, you have heard the sound before.
Okay.
Back when you first met Vincent.
Yeah, we've heard it, I think, twice. And now thrice. Okay, he's like, makes a mental note of it. And, as he descends, mentions that, well, this doesn't have anything to do with our current situation. I think I heard that, weird howling again. One that didn't quite sound right. The one we've heard before, once or twice in Blacklaw. Sounded, well, not near, but, I mean, yeah, I heard it all the way here, so just pointing it out.
Hopefully it doesn't come our way. Because I don't think we can take on another fight right now.
Mm-hmm.
One down, the rest wounded. I agree.
Yeah. Well, let us continue.
Alright. Moving your way into Redstone itself. You can see, entering out of the, leaving the tunnel behind and looking out over that cliffside, you can see the dim lanterns of light that illuminate the small village. The red brick housing looks as comfortable and cozy as it can be, I suppose, within a cavern, and much of it looks unchanged from when you were last here, 10 days ago. The two older ladies, you've met on a prior visit, are tending to their mushroom farm.
Mushrooms.
And it seems that they are gearing up for harvest as they cut away like pieces of the fungi, collecting them in like a little basket. Nobody disturbs you on your way in. There's some people give you like a slightly like wary look.
Yeah, I imagine so, because we're bloody and are carrying a person.
Mm-hmm.
Person's shaped sack.
Gnome-sized.
Are you implying they're not person shaped?
Depends on your perspective.
I suppose it does. Damn mutants.
I suppose we should stop by in the church first, maybe.
You think we should leave Tokas with someone? Or should we just keep taking him with us?
gonna say I don't trust anyone, but
Mm.
rather not leave Toka somewhere
my gosh.
unsupervised.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
By the way, Mark, it does sound like you've got your finger on your mic setting and you're turning the sensitivity up and down, up and down, up and down as you talk. Lawrence will say, let's take a short rest in front of the door, then we'll move in to speak to Corvillia. Afterwards, we can make our way back.
And how exactly are we opening the door without the
You guys
necklace?
discussing this within the village, or are you just continuing on towards the vault as you're talking?
I imagine we're continuing on, or I imagine we're just in front. I assumed we had the necklace.
Nope, Corvelli took the necklace along with Delilah
I don't know.
last
I
week.
guess we'll knock.
No,
I
no.
mean, if you move past the village into the
I mean-
tunnel towards the vault, you'll see that the door is open.
Okay. Then Victoria is like, well, so yeah, he kind of looks at looks at Vasily, looks at Lawrence, looks at Vasily.
So this is like looking at all the things and like commenting on the architecture and stuff.
Out of curiosity, has any thought been put into Vasily's situation here, or
How so?
What do you mean my situation?
Lawrence looks at you rather accusingly.
the house? You remember what happened last time with Delilah, right?
Vincent
do.
suddenly clicks. Oh,
Oh.
shit! Yeah, I forgot what happened.
No, I didn't think about that. So the bigger question is, Vasily, do you want a hand in your throat?
Is anyone going to tell me what is actually going on, or are you just going to stare at me and then say,
What?
"Oh, remember
No.
this, remember this,
Vi-
guys?
No, that's what I'm
remember
asking.
Delilah? Who
That's
the fuck
Vi-
is Delilah?"
Victoria's
another
like,
vampire.
yeah, Victoria's like,
I know.
yeah, Victoria blinks. Is like, what did? Looks at Vasily, looks at Lawrence. Did Lawrence? Did you not tell him who we were?
He did tell me, Vittorio.
Oh, then what? Okay, then I.
What is so hard to understand?
Can you please just let me in on what is actually going on? Or are you just
Yeah,
going to
the
talk in
last time.
circles?
They think that we're gonna go in there, meet the first vampire, and she's going to tear out your throat, or at least kick your ass, because that's what happened to the last one that was being awfully presumptuous. Being like, Mom,
So we were asking, do you want to take that risk?
Yes.
I don't think
Okay.
it's your choice, Lawrence.
What? She's gonna attack someone just because they're a vampire? She looked in
We
the
don't
mirror.
know that,
Evidently
but
not.
surely-
No, the first
Let's
vampire.
We,
What do you mean the first vampire?
we don't know
So-
that, but surely it should be their opinion.
I've seen people attack others for less.
Are you
Oh
gonna
my
like
So-
tell me what's actually going on, like with the
That
first
is-
vampire situation and stuff?
That is what I asked. If Lawrence told you, and you said yes, but apparently not.
He did not mention anything about any first vampire, you know.
I think she's like the first vampire or something. She keeps talking down to other
Yes,
people.
thank you for
as-
telling me.
She keeps talking down to other people as if they are derivatives of herself. Well, at least other vampires.
That's
I
how
don't know if-
fucking every vampire talks. What do you mean?
Okay, yes. Well,
But-
you know what? You can talk to her then, Vasily. We'll see how that conversation goes.
But
I think
imagine.
it's going to go well.
Why you
But,
like this? Why you act like this to me?
There we go again.
Meanwhile, Corvelia's sitting on the throne hearing every disposition
Yeah, you guys
within
like
50
standing
miles.
outside
Yeah, we're
having
like
an
very
argument.
close by. Well,
I think we're just trying to keep you safe. Or at least give you the option to know what you're getting yourself into.
we love you, Vasily.
And that's why you drag me all the way here, and then like right in front of this door, you're like this with the. Oh yeah, this first vampire, Vasily. And I see how the conversation is going to go, Vasily. She's just gonna fucking tear out your throat, Vasily.
I don't think she's gonna do any such thing.
Well,
It's your choice.
yeah, Vasily. What do you want to do? We don't mind you coming with us. I'll jump in front of it. I'll die.
Gives me time to get away, I suppose.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. That's what I'm saying.
Lawrence looks at you, Zarius, as if you are less than human.
Well, he is. He's a lizard folk.
Yeah.
Zarius looks a bit
Yeah,
offended.
you're right. You're right, Gabe. He is less than human as a dragonborn.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
I'm
Some
something more than
countries,
human,
then.
excuse you.
To be fair, you do have a tail, which is additional body mass from
I
a
also have a
human.
dragon heart, and I already think I'm better than everyone else.
No different than a vampire, really.
Which is why I'm looking at you like you're less than human.
To be fair, what is the difference between a dragon and a vampire?
So a dragon and a vampire walk into a bar.
No one else walks out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vasily, you want to come with? Knowing that that's a risk?
You mean that the risk is your life rather
Hmm?
than
Or yours.
Why
I
can
might
you
not
all go
react
there and I cannot
immediately.
go there? If a vampire is a
Darius
like
thinks
little
you're weak.
derivative, then what is the human even?
What do you mean? I don't think he's weak. What?
Yeah, that's
If
fine.
a friend is about to maybe die, you try and protect them. That has nothing to do with them being weak.
Okay, so you can wait outside since you're the weakest among us, Darius.
But,
So then you're going to protect me or what?
kinda uncalled for there, but
Yeah,
Listen,
Lawrence, you're
I'm
kind
not
of...
in the mood. Fuck all of you, frankly.
Vittorio blinks.
What?
Vincent will just sigh. Look,
Point is, Vasily, you're coming inside.
surely that's his choice, not yours to make.
It's
Okay,
indeed my
well,
choice.
now I will look at you, Vasily, and I will ask, do you want to come inside?
Don't like the way you're talking to me.
Sorry, I'm irritated with all of them.
And so you take it out on me.
I guess it's not fair. So you're
It is
right
not.
in that regard. Then might I escort you inside, Vasily?
I think I can walk myself.
Very well.
So you guys take like the one step towards the
I mean-
open door,
I mean,
because the door's still like wide open.
Yeah, I mean, Zarius kind of looks at Vincent and Vittorio like, do I do? What just happened?
Mm,
Vincent will just let out a big sigh and just kind of shake his head at you and just be like, I don't know. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
I know I'm not as strong as you guys anymore, but Jesus.
Vittorio just lets out a. Mm,
Moriel, not Jesus.
Saint
Gosh.
Jesus of Morio.
When people are frustrated, they say things they don't mean, Zaris. Don't worry about it. He'll come back around.
I know that we just almost lost Tokas, but God, no need to take that out on him. Zarius is just gonna grumble, not grumpy, but just confused step forward as well.
I know. I'll follow in. I'll keep myself at the back with Tokas. Just to try and keep him as safe as possible if anything is going to happen.
I'll make a first level spell slot with sorcery points and heal myself to full.
Alright. Before we step in through that door, the figure that's already like staring at you guys from the distance after you had a fucking argument on the doorstep. I'm going to quickly go to the toilet, and then we'll resume.
Okay. Time to pray, boys.
Hmm. I am also going to go to the bathroom.
Illegal maneuver.
Yes.
The lavatory. Why is this here?
Hmm.
You know when you open your character sheet and you're like, this is a class feature. No, this is a feature that I, as a character, shouldn't have. Why is it on my sheet?
You
You
take
know,
it.
I'm like, who put this here? Why is it here? Who did this to me?
What is the meaning of this?
Is the DM up to something? Could this be a sign? Wow.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Amber.
What?
There's a I have a class feature on my sheet that I don't recognize.
Then you can probably just get rid of it.
I see.
If it isn't your class, why would you have it, you know?
Well, it's not a class feature. It's a feature.
Okay,
Do you
well,
mind?
can you
I-
just say what it is? Because I can't smell what it is.
Okay. Well, why do I have the Asimar's Radiant Soul class feature on my character sheet?
It's probably just me trying out active effects. You can just delete it.
I see. Using me as a experimentation
I
character.
use all of your character sheets as experimentation devices when you're not around.
Don't worry, I use Gabe's a lot.
What do you-
Because he's the only one in the party without fucking dark vision, so I can test the lighting on my map. Like, ooh,
Same,
yeah, this
man.
looks nice.
I try
This
you
looks
guys
nice.
with a no light. I'm like, looks good. Or dark, rather.
Yeah. And then I put like the dwarves on the map, and I'm like, yeah, boy. Tunnel vision.
Right. So you all step forward.
No, not really. I don't step anywhere. I'm still unconscious.
Your
I
homies
hover.
can wake you up at any time. Like, the only reason you're still asleep is by virtue of them,
Really? I'm not
They
passing
can
out.
slap you awake. I mean, I asked them last session if they wanted to keep you asleep for your, like, for your
Damn.
betterment. And they were like, yeah, it's probably best to keep him asleep, but they can wake you up if they want.
Oh, I thought he was.
Yeah, I thought it was like 4 hours of
Yeah.
recovery until he can become conscious. If that's
I
the
was
case, then I would definitely wait.
explicitly told not to wake him up when I went to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, under those regulations, then we shall not waking up. Explicitly seems kind of dangerous, so I will not do that.
Everyone thinks that everyone told them explicitly not to wake up Tokas, so nobody wakes up Tokas. No one remember who said this or
It
why,
was in the heat of the moment.
but we decided not to do so.
Correct. Alright. The moment you all lay eyes upon Corvillia, you can see Vasily's step, like, almost like stumble for a second. As he almost hesitates to move forward. She, however, seems completely unperturbed.
It's
Naturally.
okay.
She,
Yeah,
however,
don't
shoots
worry
him
about it.
and he dies.
Would you look any different if an ant walked into your house?
Yes, I would. I saw one in my bathroom yesterday, and I was like, "Ooh, how'd you get in here?" She doesn't have that same emotion, sadly.
Approach.
We shall approach.
With each step that you take across the walkway, which is framed on each side by dark waters, an ever-burning flame, she grows taller and taller until she towers over all of you. Her pale hair is slicked back, tucked behind pointed ears, and each arch of her brow and turn of her head dispels the illusion that she is a sculpture rather than a living entity. She says nothing. His eyes as inkwells study Vasily for far longer than is comfortable or socially acceptable.
Hmm.
We
It-
have returned from the Black Cathedral. And completed the task.
So you have, she says, but does not turn to look at you. Vasily is already like long broken like eye contact or any like semblance of looking at her directly to instead like look just off to the side.
Mm. We suppose we have some other information as well, though. Well, no, I suppose it might actually interest you in this time. About the impersonator of you who was locked in the cell. Well, cell is repaired properly. And, well, it turns out, that was in fact a grandmother night hag that was previously under the employ of Ulan. apparently, Ulan gave up his own eye to get her services.
I'm aware.
Well, I imagine you are. Anyway, yeah, she was impersonating you. But she's now properly locked away. And, probably gonna stay that way for, well, a very long time.
Only time will tell.
Mm-hmm. I also... Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead.
I, also brought with, something we, well, picked up the time, well, before we knew how to get to, the redstone. And he, like, I guess takes off his backpack and, that he has some things strapped to, and he'll, I mean, yeah, I guess he'll literally go up right in front of the throne.
She's not sitting on a throne.
Oh.
She's standing.
Oh, you're standing. Okay.
I mean, she can't sit on it. It's a statue. Like.
Well,
Yeah.
fair enough. That's true.
There's literally
I will-
nowhere for her to sit. She just stands.
Fabricate a chair
I will-
right now for her.
I will. I mean, I will go up right in front of her then.
She does not. Like, she physically does not let you step in between her and Vasily.
Wait, what?
She does not let you move forward in such a way that you will break line of sight from her. Between the two.
Okay.
He's mine. Fuck off. Fight you.
You probably shouldn't.
I'll do it.
Go. I want to see you.
Damn.
I root for you.
Yes, sir. Give me
Anyway,
haste right now, Gabe.
Wait 4 hours.
anyway, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, Victoria doesn't know that. He like tries to go up in front of her, and well, I don't know. What does she do?
She steps forward in that moment.
Okay.
Until
Shoots
she
you.
is now towering over Vasily, who is several heads smaller than her.
Victoria like turns around. He's like, okay. I was trying to return Rex's armor to you. I
You may put it down.
all right. He will do so.
Then one of her, I mean, I would say like comparatively very large hands, reaches out towards Vasily, which immediately makes him flinch. His mind already filled with your horror stories.
Does he like jump back or does he just like freeze
No,
up?
like he's like his shoulders go rigid and his face almost like contorts as he like moves away from it with just the head like. Like a cat when you put a hand in its face, you know, like.
You should generally ask someone's permission before touching them.
Brave soul. I didn't say that. I didn't say that as Vincent, but I'll say that as
He
that
thinks
as
in his
character.
mind. It's a sole thought on Vincent's mind. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
man.
Did you just purposely stop the music once the words said that?
Dramatically stops the
I was just like, no!
Well, it says something sassy to the wrong person.
Definitely a thought that crosses Vincent's head, but he will not mutter a word.
Her hand instead almost like hovers there without actually like making contact. I think it's this one.
Fading hope.
So what she says? I think it's this one.
I think it's
Snaps
this
your
one.
neck like a twig. I don't care
No.
that you're a baby.
Snaps the twink like a twig.
makes like a movement with their hand. It's almost like how do I? Um, you know, like when you tap, like when you're drumming on a table. You know, like one finger after the other.
Oh yeah.
Except she does this like with her hand with the palm turned up at a very slow movement, and doing so like makes Vasily like tip his chin up higher because hello, bad touch.
Mm-hmm.
That is perfect.
This one is not like the one you brought me before.
I imagine so, since you're not calling him a derivative. What do you know about this one?
You look just like her. This makes Vasily cringe. Like he's like holding back from physically cringing. And that is
Sorry, you
evident to
lost
the
possession
people
of your
around.
vampire. Goodbye.
You look just like who? What? The person that turned?
It is something within your eyes. Vasily makes eye contact with Lords for a second and then turns like back to Corvelia. Not like doing the
what does his
like
eyes
direct
say?
eye contact.
What does his eyes say, Amber?
Inside Lords.
Can I have advantage because I know Vasily very well?
No.
18. Four.
There's like
426.
there's a mild bit of panic and like strain and around the like crinkling around the corners of his eyes.
For real?
In
Damn.
that case, when he sees my eyes, he will know that I am with him. And I will slap the fuck out of this lady right here and now if she bothers you. I got a sunblade in my pocket. I'm ready to go.
He then turns back to her and he tips his chin up and says, "I don't know what you speak of."
Oh my god.
Does he also do that?
Yeah, he does that.
Lovely. Sadly, I'm dead, so I can't hear it. But...
So
Man.
I'm legally blind.
I wonder how high her inside is. Ah.
60 base.
Based 60. Ah,
Oh wow.
What?
nice. Pathetic.
Oof. Never mind, boys. She's mortal. She can bleed. Let's go.
Me leading my
Alright.
players into a
So-
full sense of security by rolling the lowest
Yeah.
stat. It's an 18.
I was supposed to say.
How'd you know?
How would they know?
Vampire.
They're never gonna know.
Her eyes narrow slightly. I know that you are one of mine. And yet you breathe. She lowers her hand further and then like holds it out towards him. Share with me. At this, her eyes are gleaming, and in the light of the fires that are burning, and also I guess Lawrence's forever burning candle.
My little blue candle.
Yeah, something flickers within their depths.
Her baleful eyes.
Bzz. 2 last pistols.
Pew pew.
2 hotshot lance pistols shoot and Vasily he explodes.
No.
Vasily kind of like turns to you guys again, like, oh.
Let Vasily know that I'm with him.
Yeah, Victoria just gives Vasily a look of
Evil.
no, a look, and then just like I don't know, a very light shrug. Not a big one. It's just a little bit raised shoulders.
Tiniest shrug. You want to do slide of shrug check?
Sure,
Shrug.
sure, I can do a slide of
damn.
shrug.
Remember,
Sure.
this is one of your 5 checks that you're allowed to make in a session. So.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But
It's an
I'll.
important check.
It
important
is.
check.
So, would that be athletics dex, or would that just be straight up sleight of hand?
Stealth.
Strength.
Stealth.
No, it's a strength sleight of hand check.
Why is it strength?
Because,
Do a shrug.
But it's
because he's so heavy, Amber.
it's so heavy. Okay, but no. That's
Dick.
stealth? Question mark.
Well,
Sure. Okay. 12.
hmm. Luckily, Vasily notices.
So
That's-
perceptive.
He then, like, kind of carefully puts his hand out, but like, man, it's like watching a child put their hand in like the hand of an adult, you know.
Which is funny because that's basically the correct correlation here.
She encloses his hand. And then presses with her thumb into the meat of his palm. Until droplets of a red
no.
so dark it borders on black. Well
Oh
up.
no.
Blood sharing.
Yeah, I don't know how good that is.
Don't worry about it. She'll know everything he knows.
Oh, the shared experiences.
Is she sharing her blood with his or his blood with hers?
I think it's his blood with her.
Okay, that's a lot better then.
I don't want to talk to you. Just. I don't want to listen to the lecture.
Blood to blood
I
communication.
don't want to listen to the deceptions. Your blood can't lie to me.
Yeah, exactly. Your blood can't lie to me, and also, like, it's so much simpler to read that your fucking genetic memory instead of you having to literally tell me verbally.
Because I hate
Mhm.
people, by the way.
I'm
By the way, me too.
I'm very introverted, by the way.
By the way,
You-
I don't want to have a conversation, but can you just send me like a 30-second like voicemail? I will listen to it a few times, and then I will respond in my own time.
You know, while this was going on, she put that in her mouth.
She put what in her mouth?
The blood. What else?
Yeah, okay, good.
No Vasily. Like
Blood
Okay,
brand?
yeah, good.
I'm so glad she devoured
she
my
like gives
mouth.
you one drop of blood of him, and then she just devours the rest of him. You know, like no biggie.
Okay, you can have this bit.
Mm. We share, you see.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is indeed caring.
Aaron.
Someone once told me that history remembers names. But blood remembers what actually happened. I understand now.
For those of us that don't. What do you understand?
Everything there is to understand about Vasily Farkas.
And
She turns to you, Lawrence.
she knows what I'm gonna ask. She truly does. She knows what I'm gonna ask.
Can you make me a charisma save?
Oh,
Charisma save.
Uh-oh.
Bitch, I will fuck you up. Human determination right now. No, advantage.
Okay, another one. Let's go.
No! God
Fuck
damn it, this happened
Hon-
with the
honestly,
Bolak fight as
this
well.
checks out, to be
It's
honest.
fucking-
Checks out.
Orders note: he didn't fuck her up.
Lawrence, your legs feel like lead. You almost feel like pinned in place by her gaze alone.
Just like
Please
me
stop
today in
giving me
church,
your-
for real.
Please stop giving me your hardest battles.
You are my strongest soldier.
mm,
One
You
and a
literally
two.
just play League of Legends all day. What do you mean? Am I petrified?
You are not petrified.
Fuck.
But you can feel a pressure like weighing down upon you.
I don't want to say anything else. I don't say anything else.
You don't say anything else?
I can't. I'm too emotionally compromised.
Constipated.
Yeah. Say anything to me, or should just stare into my soul?
She turns to all of you and says, "You have all seen this shrine.
Hesitant nod.
mm.
You said we have all seen this
Shrine?
Shrine.
Mhm.
The Taurus is called.
as in the one behind her.
She doesn't indicate like
Yeah.
towards anything in particular.
I honestly feel like she means the one that where with the tree, but
Or does she mean the one in the Black Cathedral?
it's why I
have
said
no
yes.
idea. I have no idea which one she's on about. So
I
No,
know.
she said this
She
shrine.
means the shrine back in Novastoya.
then
Mm.
no.
Oh,
The vampire baby maker.
oh, that one. Oh my god, that
Tech-
one.
Technically, then we have. I don't think. I think
I
the.
definitely haven't.
Yeah, no, I think the only people that have physically seen it, Vasily and
Siren.
Siren, and I think Tokas saw it in
So it in
a
a vision.
vision. I
In a dream.
believe.
Dream a little dream of me.
What would happen if they drank from it?
Well, haha.
Become a no
I mean,
fire.
I had the opportunity, but
Little
Vi-
noob.
Vittorio, since she's not saying anything, he's like, I mean, this shrine, he literally points to the throne behind her. Is that what you're talking about?
That's very Vittorio.
No.
The one
Ah.
in Novastoya.
She does not nod, but she turns to Vasily and says, "Why do you know so little?"
Vittorio looks really confused.
Yeah, same. Vincent's literally just out of this college and doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Lawrence will look. Oh no, I'm annoyed with all of you. I don't even.
When Vasily doesn't immediately answer, she says, I see.
Vasily's not very high up on the multi-level marketing chain.
No, he's not. He's like at the bottom of the MLM scheme, you know?
Okay, no, he's like a tier 1 subscriber, but like he's at the bottom of the tier 1 subscribers.
Pretty much. It is dangerous. Because it is not as I intended.
He looks at Corvillia and at Vasily. He's like, all right, I'm getting a bit confused here now. There's a shrine of you, nods towards Corvillia, in Novastoya. He then looks at Vasily. Is that the under the cathedral we're talking about, or I'm trying to follow along here.
Yes, you are correct, Torio. Vasily says with strain in his voice.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'm following along now at least.
But one of us is.
It was stolen from me.
He just opens his mouth, closes it.
And then twist it into something it is not.
What is it? Lawrence kind of croaks out.
An attempt at recreating what I am. And others like me. But an attempt to improve upon that formula.
So it was originally made to make more, and then it got stolen and twisted, or it wasn't meant to make more until it was twisted.
Corvillia turns away from Vasily and from a lot of you and like stares out across the dark waters and past it out of her vault. It was not my intent to recreate myself.
Oh my god, no!
She was probably just trying to get her daughter back. That's really sad.
Yeah, that's why I said no! It's really sad.
Wait. So out of character, she made this. She made some kind of like fountain of youth type thing in the attempt to kind of get her daughter to come back, which would make her daughter like her.
And then it got stolen.
That
of course.
implies, yeah, but that implies that then she's not like the first vampire, but she's like a vampire. Oh, she's a super old fucking vampire, but like
Mm,
Who isn't?
pre Corvillia, then, right?
Well, no, if she is the first vampire, she's like the original vampire, then she might as well be able to. She is the source of vampirdom. She might be able to give it to someone else, and maybe that's what she tried. Maybe
I
since
think she
the-
accidentally made more vampires by attempting to bring her daughter back, essentially. I think
Yeah,
it was
maybe
like
Yeah,
a
that's
side
since-
what
effect.
she's saying.
since Lara was not, since Lara was probably a spawn in that regard, or a byproduct of what is the first vampire. Maybe her idea was to make her stronger when she died. Maybe she wanted to make her this ancient being, so that she wouldn't die as easily as someone like Vasily would.
Or like a normal mortal would.
Yeah,
possibly.
if she wasn't
She was
normal.
she was an elf before.
Yeah, she was enough, but we don't know if she was a vampire as well.
But your kind has never enough.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Who is she talking to when she says that?
All of you.
I'm in a sack, so not to me.
No,
You too.
explicitly to you, Togas.
Womp, 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 womp. She like projects it into your brain.
Well, I'm
Having
unconscious.
a
That's okay.
terrible dream.
She can do
Corvillia's
that.
there, but you
Telepathy.
just
That's
wanna have a-
amazing. It's an amazing dream. What do you mean?
you just want to have a
Ah.
picnic with your dad, and Corvillia's there, being like, "But you never had enough," and you're like, "Leave me alone."
Mm.
They only wanted more.
He then gazes down upon Vasily again. And so you will take more. And more. Until you lose yourself. No longer living. But not truly dead. A monster that can only feel. Tiny as shred. And they inflict torment upon others.
It doesn't have to be that way, though, right?
It does not.
There's a way back, then?
This. Even I do not know. And you certainly don't. She says, looking at Vasily. But perhaps it is simply not too late.
Amber, I'll look at Vasily. Does he? Does when she says that do I see in his eyes like it's something that's something I want? Like if
What something
Vasily,
happens.
if Vasily was given the choice to go back, would
Going
he?
to say with your earlier insight check that this is something that he has difficulty like either deciding or like processing, but he appears to like mull it over. Revelia uses the thumb of one hand to slice the palm of the other. Her blood is not red, not even dark red, it is black. And it is as though she's emptying out an inkwell into the cup of Vasily's palm.
Oh no.
Ah, I bet I could make a really dope fucking rune with this blood.
Please don't.
Yeah, you probably could.
I'm not gonna ask. Because I'm afraid.
He takes a few moments and then decides to drink.
No, Vaseline! Oh, damn.
Oh my breath.
A lot of dark
Zarius
powers.
passes out as he
Oh, what do you mean? I can hold my
Breath
breath for 3 minutes.
Zarius passes out.
Drops to 0 hit points.
Dies.
He just keeps choking, like, what are you doing, Zarius? Sorry, I was holding my breath. Waiting for something to happen.
What do you mean? You can breathe earth, remember?
Think you mean eat dirt?
He can't even like hold his breath long enough to fucking pass out. Man.
Sad.
Although he is still for the longest time. Eventually, a dark tear wells up in his right eye and slides down his cheek. I understand. After a few more moments, he's like, but then how? And you can see like gears turning in his. I don't think he has a lot of. Yeah, he doesn't have the most intelligence. You can see the gears turning behind his eyes. I told you. Your kind never has enough. Even with great power, an extended lifespan, you still want eternity. They don't know why. Even I will fade one day. Even if it is not in 100 or 1,000 years. And even now, all it brings is loneliness.
Sorry to hear that, Corvelia.
people outside in the village, they seem to love and admire you. Maybe
It is by their love that I live.
it's yes. Even if you may fade one day, like we all are destined to in some manner, I suppose in the here and the now, you have them. Might not be the company you ask for, or the company you necessarily want, but maybe if you spent more time with them, you might find that your loneliness is appeased in some way. You have them, and Vasily, he has us.
I don't believe that they will ever look at me in a different light. Someone to treat in any other way than to fall at their feet.
I once read a book about an emperor, a man who became an emperor, and how he struggled with the idea of watching all his friends around him slowly turn into believers, and how it left him with an overwhelming feeling of loneliness, even though he was surrounded by those very same people he had brought up with him. This is a Dune reference.
And then what became of the Empire?
He made a very difficult decision that ensured that his dynasty and his children would not suffer from his mistakes. And then he walked out into the desert and was never found again. This emperor, they had an anchor in their life. A person unchanged despite the times. But you have something the emperor doesn't, and that is time immortal. To find an anchor, to find and to change that relationship from believers into something closer, more personal. Ultimately, it is your decision, but that is at least my thoughts that I offer to you, in the hopes that they might help in some small way. Give Vasily like a little nudge. Check up on him.
He's about to open his mouth when she turns away from you and back to him again. Stay, she says. You know now what I must face. Another dark tear glides down Vasily's cheek. The second ever time he's cried in front of you. Pretty even before this.
I think so.
You know my answer. Revelia nods. Oh, I didn't know.
Vasily.
But then you must leave. Before everything, as you say, goes to shit.
God, she quoted him.
He turns to you all as a group again. I thank you for this. All of it.
I suppose Well, saying it was our pleasure sounds a bit weird. But
The least that we could do for what you did for us.
You did us and maybe even the whole world a great service.
Mm-hmm.
Service that shall be remembered.
Hopefully you'll have luck with well, the others who are waking up. And well, I know you already said you'd prefer to not well, for example, work with Enclave or anything of the sort. But might still be something worth to consider when it comes to dealing with the rest of the Majocracy.
I have spent much time reflecting.
Hmm. Wait, did she say she had or she will?
As.
Has, okay. And then he's like, I don't suppose you've changed your mind about that then?
I will visit this enclave.
Oh.
We'll make sure to let, well, the person that's what you could call in charge. No. If that's the case, then.
They must know.
Mm-hmm. Right. Really? He just clears his throat. It's like, mm-hmm.
Good. You will prepare them. And then I will travel to them. And tell them about the mages.
Amber, I know that reading Corvillia is a very hard task. But may I still attempt an insight roll
For what?
to... Wow, that was a big sigh.
I mean, I just breathe, like, I'm sorry for doing that. I'm not
No.
actually, like,
Okay,
an
good.
undead,
No. Okay, good. It's just that just legitimately sounded like, okay, what the fuck does he want to roll now? So, okay, thanks for clarifying. But yes, I would like to see if, yeah, her intent is indeed, friendly, I suppose. That's all there is to it.
Sure, you can make an attempt.
Very well. Bippity boppity. I will attempt to be tactical in my assessment. And then, insight. Damn, that almost landed on a 17. That's really sad.
Almost.
Sense nothing hostile about her.
Very well. Victoria just kind of hums.
I think she's alright. In that case, I have 3 pieces of information for you. 1. The Enclave is effectively run by a man named Balon the Beardless, who is assisted to by a highly knowledgeable mage known as Jace. They are both good people. 2.
was attacked by. Do we know they're Skaven? We know they're Skaven, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We now do.
We know
We
the
don't call them
word
Skaven.
Skaven. Okay. Rat folk? Ratlings?
Rats.
The Enclave was attacked by a group of humanoid ratling creatures some time ago, and when they attacked, they did so with a deep dragon at their side. However, during the fight, we realized the dragon was in fact not acting of its own will and breaking it free of said restraints. It is now in part protector, in part resident, in part aggressive neighbor to the Enclave. Its name is Scrakewool.
It's yeah. Story looks at Lawrence and like, those are probably worth mentioning. They they just had a litter of wormlings as well.
And third and final point. There is an organization outside that specializes in the hunting of the supernatural. Supernatural threats, and there's one in particular that is focused around vampires. There's one of these such hunters that has made their way into the Enclave and believes that there is an ancient vampire somewhere in this mountain that they desire to hunt and kill. Lawrence looks at Corvillia like, damn, I wonder who this could be.
If they get in my way, I will do away with them.
Okay.
As far as we know, she's left the Enclave, though that means she's left to go deeper into Blackclaw, or if that means she actually left the mountain, no idea. We tried to keep out of her way. Haven't really interacted with her at all, and only discovered her by chance.
I see.
But,
Will be no problem.
yeah, like he looks at Corvillia and like, probably not. But, if it comes to it, at least don't, underestimate her.
You will underestimate me.
He just looks, looks her straight in her eyes. Oh, trust me, I am not underestimating you.
Are you an ancient vampire hunter?
I'm not, no.
Then we don't have a problem. Thank you for this information.
Thank you for listening.
Amber, as we are in this chamber,
Mhm.
is there any sign at all of Delilah?
No, otherwise I would have said she was there.
Okay.
You wanna ask?
Yeah, like, I suppose a question from me as well before we say our farewells. Where is Delilah?
Doing things for me.
Oh, in the village or in?
In the mountain.
we should not go to the Enclave in general.
She has no time to go to the Enclave.
No, I just meant, yes, in general. If, when you were going there and whatnot.
You do not have to advise me on her.
It's mine. Mine. Don't tell me how to micromanage my vampire spawn.
Alright.
She's not a spawn.
Oh,
Yes, something else.
Something else entirely.
my vamplings.
My vampling.
And he's like, right.
If I believed that I could do it all alone, I wouldn't be going this on.
That's fair enough.
As
Mm.
much as she's an eyesore, I need her right now.
Hmm.
What's next for you? Other than visiting the Enclave, of course.
Three mages have met in the Chamber of Doors. Though I refused its call. I know that each of them seeks to use the Black Star. And that they know it will still arrive. One way or another. If they can will it to be so.
But beneath the Enclave is the, I don't know if you know, but the residence of Ulon. Yolon.
Yes, the Void. Who hopes to become one with the Black Star and cast all of existence into the Void.
Apparently
They were at the Chamber of Doors.
Do you know who else was at the Chamber of Doors?
Karek, who seeks to overthrow the multiverse with an army of constructs fueled by shadow steel. And Ulon, who seeks to create a universe of his own.
Is there any merit to their goals? Or is it all just about control?
Did I not tell you that your kind never has enough?
I like to believe otherwise.
Well, this is a prime example.
I've recently experienced one myself. Do not look at any other member of the party so maybe Vasily.
And the third?
That was 3 bears.
No, it was Ulan and Carrick, and then Ulan again.
No,
Ulon.
Yolon
Yolon.
of the Void is a different one from Yulon the Mind Dancer.
Yolon, these nuts.
That's true. It's like the dude that's gonna disintegrate you every round versus the dude that you kill and then he's like, turn to your right.
There's 16 more of me. You've been trapped inside a soul cage this entire time.
You are already inside my genjutsu.
This entire place is all genjutsu.
Wait, how long? Since the moment you stepped foot in the mountain over a year ago.
Oh, since the moment the campaign started, really. We've all just been playing in Ulan's illusion this entire time.
So
Yep.
sad. Thank you, Yolon. Or Ulon, you're giving us the best adventures ever. Anyway, we start again.
Man. Imagine going through an adventure and just every time, like, the party TPKs, it's just, you're back to the start again.
Yeah.
And you're just like, why?
Roguelike.
How? Is there a reason? Nope,
There
you're just
probably
trapped
is,
in
but
an
we'll never
illusion.
find out. I will make my stand here. For my daughter. Of children. And for all that we once admired about this world.
Well, then, yes, wish you good luck, and we'll hold you to that, and we will, in the meantime, take care of the other things that threaten to end this world. And then maybe after that, things will be quiet, at least for a while.
May the Star Child watch us all.
Of souls, baby.
I will not need luck. I need to find it. Ah, yes, of course. It never did Waverly any good.
I never did Waverly?
I didn't
Never
catch
did
the
Waverly
sentence.
any good.
Waverlin.
Ah. What did she say before that?
She will not need luck. Sure, did not do Waverlin luck like any good.
Yeah.
She looks down, like her eyes widen a little bit. She looks down. Vasily looks up. He knows that she just made a sarcastic remark which she wouldn't have done.
Damn.
Fortunately, Vasily is in her walls now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're also in her walls now because
Yeah.
Vasily's eaten us.
Nope. All a part
That-
of her.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a very good quote I saw the other day, which is something like fuck, I don't remember. But it's something like we are a mosaic of all the people we've ever
touched
met.
upon our lives.
Yeah, we've touched upon our lives, something like that.
Anyway, Waverlin was a divination wizard. who owns Star Song Town.
Yeah.
Place we
She did
live.
die, so I guess she wasn't very lucky at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
she
very
can't-
good diviner.
she
I'm
kinda just-
noticing a theme.
She kind of just went mad, if I recall.
Yeah, she did kind of make direct contact, like eye contact, like.
Hey yo,
And so
what's
did
up?
so did Corvillia. So like really.
Oh yeah,
Leah
that's
is cool. She doesn't need luck.
Mhm.
Every mage that makes it, there's like 10 more that go mad. Okay, so look at the theme here, right, guys? Wervelin goes mad, dies. Tokas, dead. Caster, dead. Like divination wizards, I don't know. It's
Bad future, bro.
It's like
I mean, imagine living constantly between like the present and the future and the past. Like,
And then not.
I've read Dune.
Imagine living in living in a future that isn't consistent. You know what I mean? Like each time you're doing something, the future you're seeing changes. The future you're living in changes based on the past actions you're doing. Horrible.
regardless. Corvillia excuses you.
Nice.
I'll leave with a bow.
Class dismissed.
We
I'll leave with-
lived.
I'll leave with a bow. Well, Vasily lived! And now it's time to think of a song, boys.
You gonna write a song about how we met Corvillia?
I think it's better to write a song about Corvillia.
You guys may take your short rest in the village.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Corvillia has like a very bad rap.
We'll have to bring your own rations, though. They don't have that many.
It's fine.
Well, luckily I bought some.
We stocked up.
Hell yeah.
What? No, I didn't. What the fuck?
Damn. All right, Mark. You chose violence.
No!
Disintegrate.
Why?
Nice. Incredible hit.
Oh,
die.
very nice.
Uh, 9.
Neat.
So that's 10. There we go. Wonderful.
Mark, you take 21 necrotic damage and lose 4 wisdom.
Wisdom drain.
Lobbies! Anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Alright, well then it's time for us to return, yeah? Or does Tokus wake up in this time? Or does Tokus naturally wake up in this time?
If you would like, sure, yeah.
We get Tokus back.
I'll be like, I think he's waking up, guys. Tokus.
Finally awake.
Tokus?
Has it been 4 hours yet?
No, but he was given the choice to wake up now if he wanted to.
Freedom.
Oh, apparently he's still sleeping, so let's continue
He's
on.
sleeping.
Oh,
Tokus,
God.
literally, like you say,
He's-
Tokus, are you awake? And he just rolls over.
He's
Starts
like-
boiling water with a mage hand.
He's making some tea while sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Uncle Iroh, is that you? Okay, you roll me a d12.
Who has to roll d12?
Anyone.
Well,
Actually, it's
I
a D12.
rolled a 11,
1 million. No. Yeah,
and
it was
Lawrence
11.
rolled a 1. Almost the exact opposed things. Oh yeah.
Damn. Look at that delay on that roll, though.
Yeah, that was long, wasn't it?
Can you roll me a d100? Yeah, there is a little bit of a
gas,
Ah,
gas,
oh.
gas. You gotta step on the gas tonight, tonight to be my hero. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going so quick and so fast.
Rogue.
Yeah.
Did you just say
Flexible
frog?
casting.
What?
Yes, did someone roll me a D100?
We did. It's a 65.
Or a 90, depending on which result you like better.
Yeah.
What? I don't see that.
Well, it's up there.
Above flexible
It's
casting.
above flexible casting. Frog.
No, I
Frogsible
just see
casting.
Vittorio takes a short rest.
Well, it,
There's a. I can send you a
Yeah,
screenshot. There.
Scroll down, maybe.
I can see that.
there,
If I'm already looking at flexible casting, how can I scroll?
There.
there.
It's a 65 followed by a 90.
90.
I don't know why my foundry is not letting.
I mean, that's the issue I had with
Nothing
on
but
Thursday.
heartbreak.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
65, you said?
65.
I'm
I
eating
never
pie.
wanna hear you say.
Okay. Okay.
That way.
I'm
All
gonna do
these okays are sounding a little disenchanting.
The
just gotta say.
LeMayo, this can't even happen anymore.
Well, the other is a 90.
Yeah, that can't happen anymore.
Another century worm.
65?
Both of them have been eliminated.
Oh,
Tell me why it's a 19.
Tell me why we kill everything we come across.
Why?
Because that's D&D.
That's
D&D,
D&D, baby.
D&D Beyond.
I will consume 3 hit die to give to Vasily.
Did he take damage? Oh, yeah, he did, maybe.
I did take damage.
Oh,
I just
Vas.
healed myself to full. Oh, Vasily? No, I didn't.
Hmm.
But I
He
know
took
he's...
a little bit of damage from the fucking...
A little bit
Oh.
of Monica in my life.
Okay. Well, I will give him 3 hit die worth of blood, which I'll squeeze out.
I just realized something interesting.
Yeah.
Ember, riddle me this.
Tell me
How
that.
come I was looking at the other staff that we found from the Black Cathedral, right? Crash of Thunder has many properties, but they can only be used within the perimeters of Blacklaw Mountain. Yet at the same time, to recharge this staff, you need to bathe it in starlight at midnight. So riddle me this. How come the properties that can only be used inside a mountain can only be recharged when outside the mountain?
well, because you don't
I don't
need
know.
because
Why
you
is
don't
that so, Tokas?
because
Well,
you
I don't know.
because
I'm
you
asking
probably
you.
don't need to be outside because I'm sure the starlight reaches in here somewhere.
Yeah,
Listen,
of course.
right? What they did is they made this when they were in a star-rich environment.
I was
space.
about to
Oh,
say
Mhm.
the
They-
Blacklaw Mountain that crashed into this Earth from
They-
space. You
They
know?
they went like when they were just chilling up in space. They just literally went out on the outside of the hull of the ship, and it's like, okay,
Open the warp shutters.
open the warp shutter.
All right, it's charged, guys. He says coming back in with 5 new arms.
I have an idea.
All right.
It's the idea we
Vasily,
get that.
if you try to drain your blood for Vasily, he will
Kill you on the spot. Oh, damn.
So I haven't fed him in ages.
Well, now he has
Fucking
been
pets.
literally fed a 5-star dinner with sweets and maybe some
I don't know.
massage treatment at the end.
I don't know about sweets.
Wait, did
Maybe
Vasily
sours,
refuse?
but
Yes.
Yeah, that's why he shed tears afterwards because
Oh, I asked him what's wrong. I asked him if he's okay.
I believe I don't have to.
Wait, Vasily, did she make you up? I resist every urge in my body to scream, "A real boy!" Did her blood do something to you?
I saw the truth.
Lawrence looks at him concerned.
She does not drink blood to sustain. So maybe I don't have to either.
Oh, okay, never mind.
How does she sustain herself?
He like thinks for a moment. It's like
How
he's
are
like
you
spinning his
going
hands
to?
around one another, and he says, "It kind of just feels like energy alone, but that is kind of very strange."
She's an energy vampire. Colin Robinson.
Orvilla Robinson. I can hear
Yeah.
you, Ferris.
What?
Hear you, Ferris.
What? Yeah, what's up with me?
Choking.
Oh, yes, because Colin Robinson. It's funny.
Okay. Lawrence goes, all right, but if that's not the case, and you know, you feel the need to tear out someone's throat, you let me know, okay?
I would prefer to just hold your hand right now.
It's okay. I will take his hand
And then
I
I
will
will try. I
seal-
mean, I will ask you. You know, I'm not just going to just like latently do it because that feels kind of.
yeah, I know. I just mean if you get into
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. We'll bandage Vasili's hand.
It is already healed up, although there is a scar.
A lot of bad stuff underneath fingernails, so
Correct, especially if you haven't done a manicure in 600 years.
my god. Ugh. 600 years of bacterial development in the petri dish known as my fingernails.
You guys
Directly into the
may
bloodstream.
you guys may return to the Enclave.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There
Can
is
I-
an
I don't like-
encounter, but that is you making eye contact with Delilah of all people
Ah,
from like a distance.
Hello. Could I
She
ask?
does not seem interested in engaging with you at all.
It's okay, I'll forcefully engage with her telepathically on a later date.
Telepathically assault her.
Could I say something to Vasily?
Yes.
As we're traveling, I want to kind of like walk up to Vasily, like move closer, and just say, you know, we appreciate you being here, right?
What do you want from me, Zarius?
No, nothing. But once we were there, once we were in Corvillia's like place, I don't know. It felt like you chose for us, and I just wanted to let you know I appreciate that. I choose for you too. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Would you choose these people over your family back home?
Oof.
Yes.
Lawrence's ear perks up.
Oof, our
knowing
own
full
skis to the
well he has
maximum.
bitched to Vasily.
Vasily
about
just
Zarius.
like
Well,
Zaris looks at
it is the closest thing I can compare this to.
Zaris looks at That would really depend on the situation. I don't think I can give you a definitive answer.
I understand. It is
If it
not
wa-
really the same anyway. I mean, like, I think in the very strangest way, I share some sort of relation. Not like
Yes.
being raised by someone.
Yeah, it's just, thanks for sticking with us, fast.
Yeah, it's okay. What would you do without me?
It'd be so much more boring.
Exactly, that's what I say, you know? Like, you would all die long before the world ends from boredom because you just, like, bite each other head off and then, just, you all waste away.
That sounds like something. Hopefully not, but yeah, no, seriously.
Yes, because I'm here, so, like, you don't have to worry about it.
No, sure, we don't. I see. No, but really, thanks for being here.
If you didn't make it clear, he's very thankful that you're here.
Well, we
It
kind of
wasn't
like
clear, but you may repeat it a couple more times, just for good measure.
I wanted to show appreciation, Sorry, I guess. It feels like it was a difficult choice. So
I don't know, it looked very boring to be in, like, a vault all the time.
that we can agree with.
What?
So that we can definitely agree with. That looked boring to stick around.
Is it more boring than my life of dusty tombs?
Wow.
Well,
Hey, we can. Sorry, just looks at Vasily. Like, hey, yeah. Well, no comment.
It wasn't meant for you.
no, Lawrence. It is not boring with your dusty tombs.
Excellent.
Let's just go back to the decrepit, dirty little place we call our home right now, and then leave.
Alright.
If everything goes to shit here, because I don't think I would like it.
I don't think any of us would like things moving to be honest.
And we're on the way back from the secret hatch and to the entrance of the Den of Bones. Can I make an effort to try and remove any tracks that have been left by us?
Good idea.
Survival check?
Survival.
The fact that Amber's laughing means that we're potentially doing the correct thing, Ferris.
I mean, yeah.
Potentially.
I mean, yeah. As I said in Discord earlier, like there was a very specific reason why I asked to make a perception check before you went down, because as far as we know, this Inquisitor has, in quotation marks, left the Enclave, and they were last seen, going around
Make
our
a check?
tower. Yes, I'm gonna make my check. I would like to.
She was actually in your library automaton this entire time. She true polymorphed herself into a book and then climbed inside of it.
That's pretty smart, I
I
respect
Yeah.
it.
Smart.
I don't
It must have
think
been a
this
true
works with
polymorph
that.
though, because you can't polymorph into an object with just normal polymorph.
That's what I
a
said.
nice
True
roll.
polymorph.
Damn.
Yeah, very nice roll.
Fucking 9th level wizard is still working as the simp for like the fucking big city.
She
What?
the thing is she
Yes?
first she casts contingency with
Of
animate
course.
objects, and then she casts true polymorph to turn herself into a book so that she could turn into a book that can walk and whack people.
Tiny servant. Beep boop.
Tiny servant book.
Beep boop.
Alright.
I'm just a quirky book the party picked up. Also, the book.
The
You
book
evil
dancing,
guy.
like the book innocently dancing. Haha, look at me! I'm so funny and quirky! I'm definitely not an archmage!
so funny and quirky, and definitely not the Archmage PPEG that has been keeping you guys for several months.
No, if I was
I'm
that
back.
guy, I would turn myself into a rat with its brain exposed.
Very sweet.
What do you mean by
Anyway.
Oh, stop.
I look at
Anyway.
Radigan. What do you mean by that?
Radigan looks at you with his eyes bulging out. He starts beatboxing.
Reality around us starts distorting in
How?
his mind palace. It seems we have
I
found
always
reality.
questioned the beatboxing hamster. I knew this had to be an illusion.
It's the semantic components for the spells.
Oh yeah, that's true.
To keep up the
The
illusion.
verbal-
No, no.
Exactly.
Every time he beatboxes, he actually is casting like mind alteration because
Yep.
we have like seen through his disguise every time it happens. But as Gabe said, it's the verbal and somatic
Me
components
randomly asking you guys to roll d20s or wisdom saves or like intelligence saves sometimes. Like,
there. Yeah.
don't worry about it, guys.
And
Don't worry
randomly,
It's
randomly
like,
asking me where Radigan is.
It's
Don't
like
worry
that
about it.
Velma skit.
Oh,
on,
I know exactly which one you mean.
With the heart, it's just like, I'll make you better next
Yeah.
time.
Oh.
Every time you lose a part of yourself, I fail to capture a little more of your essence.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
Having performed the last of your duties to the Enclave,
Let's go.
you are free.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah.
I have to consult the book.
The
Wait.
book.
You're telling us that we're free to leave the mountain?
Always
Think-
have been.
You think so? We are.
Yeah.
We can leave this place!
Yeah.
We
I
fucking dead have to go.
I imagine that, and we don't have to RP that out. That's completely fine. But yes, we do indeed inform Bale on that. Hey, so you know how we said to not really say anything about about the Corvelia's hand in this. So anyway, she changed her mind. She's gonna come for a visit soon and talk to all of you. And yeah, because she's gonna want help with dealing with the archmages. And yeah, but we gotta leave now. But now you know. And yep.
Okay.
That's basically what we need. What we drop on him, I imagine.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You fucking adventurer.
If there's anything at all that you still want to do, use your character channel.
Yeah, that's fair
Message
enough.
me.
I have already sent you everything I want to do.
I'm gonna message you right now then.
Until that
Message
time,
away.
you guys can pack up your stuff. I don't know what you want to do at the tower. You may still think about that as well, but it can just stay there. It's not like anyone wants to fucking live in this
Yeah.
decrepit place. Vasily will take like a flower pot or something because he can't bring anything else. But
Yeah.
I imagine. I think you guys still have your cart, so he can take some things. I guess some decoration.
This is true.
I will help him, but I don't have much carrying capacity. And any books he wants to carry, he can put in my automaton.
I will check
Who I
on my
turn on for the first time in like a week.
list, but I'm pretty sure it's all.
Kelly looks at you with their. I can't even remember what I put in there.
A deep dwarf eye.
Yeah, a case dwarf.
Then that's,
Chaos Dwarf Eye, that was it.
All of this is done.
Demon.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yes,
Chaos
speaking of
Dwarf Eye.
Ioni, I sent you a question on my character channel about
But what?
if she would, I don't know, be able to give me anything compensatory because I won't be able to complete my training with her and I did pay for all of it. Is there a way like
Your party should have told you, or I'm pretty sure they did, that if you wanted to continue your training.
Mhm.
Just look for her.
No, that's not what I said.
No,
that's
we
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
put a note in a clay jar and put it and bury it
Yeah.
in the
Well-
forest.
In the forest
Well-
outside
well-
I think it was outside.
Find probably a hag or something called Jenny.
To get in
I-
contact with Jenny, write a note, place it in a clay pot in the forest, and leave it overnight. Return the next day at sundown. If you
That's what
want
I
to see
said.
her within the hour, so if you're in a rush, you can also leave a droplet of spit, blood, or a lock of your hair in the pot, and she will be right with you.
I love that.
Okay.
She owes a favor or two to Ayani.
Yeah, I didn't know that that was for the rune carving as well. So that's otherwise
I
I
did
would
tell
have.
you guys, but it's okay. If you...
Oh, well, I just
It's
yeah,
okay. Now we know.
Yeah, now we
Yeah.
know because otherwise I would have pinged White with
Mhm.
that information because I wrote down the other stuff because the primary reason was yes. Anyway, she might be interested in getting misfortune off of your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. And last but not least, I will drop off the little Chul automaton to give to the Windrunners before I leave.
Most blessed.
And now I have given away all of my little automatons.
Yeah, I imagine we're just saying our goodbyes to
Spreading that happiness around.
the people here.
You're only at D100, Lawrence.
Okay.
Ominous.
Hope it doesn't explode.
Well, these things happen, you know.
Play.
81. Sorry, wind up miniature, not automaton.
When you have given away the last of the 3 wind-up automatons, there is a 20% chance that they will explode.
Inspector Gadget
Four
style.
automatons.
Yes, that
one
all
for my
4.
dad,
Yes.
one for my mom, who I still don't know much about. One for Vasily, and one for Windrunner.
Hmm.
No, it's Tara Windrunner, right? Tara.
Tara is
and
the
Tara
child.
Windrunner,
Yeah.
the child in
Mentally, it was
Inquay.
like
Yeah.
Tina Windrunner. Wait, Tara Windrunner.
Tara, let's go.
Caught myself.
Alright. Very well. In exchange for this and your help, she will give you
Wait, Ninquit?
the Windrunners. She will give you a box that looks like it is silver plated. It has a design of like little flowers and leaves along all of the outside. And when you open it up on the inside, at the top of the lid, it is inscribed with the word dreams in Elvish. She will teach you that it says dreams.
Elven Dream Box.
Whoa.
This is very. I don't know what would Lord say. He would say that this is beautiful, and he doesn't know if he can accept such a beautiful gift.
Minque simply smiles.
Is that the smile? Ah, fuck. Okay, that's a smile of yeah, but you
But you
don't
got
have a choice.
you got to
You
take
and your
it.
friends gave my family our dreams back.
Melts.
May this hold all of your dreams. And may they come true. For all of you.
Try not to cry. Oh. I will accept the box and give her a hug.
She will... That she will... No, she's fine with that. She will hug you back.
Alright, that's my physical contact done for the month.
Vasily's in the background, like crying again.
Oh, he's so emotional and in touch with himself.
Touch with the world at large, guys. Universe is beautiful.
No cap.
No cap, indeed.
Alright, oh yeah. Okay, we'll go now.
Yes.
Give Asley a handkerchief.
So your little expedition, your little group, is now as much as 2 horses with the big cart, a wagon for
cart.
holding people. An extra horse that belongs to the Baron, and then
Not
a
anymore.
metal horse,
Metal
metal
horse.
unicorn.
Nice.
And with
Very
that,
nice.
Oh my god, are we out into the open air?
takes you
No.
8 hours to get up there.
What do you mean? I was out in the open air a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, just that. But new sights left unseen lie ahead of us. That's just the unknown. But it's not always a terrifying thing. And you may have said goodbye to Blackhole Mountain, but as anyone who has been to the mountain knows, a piece of it always remains with you.
What do you mean by that?
I pat Vim on the head, wherever I think his head is.
In your skull.
Yes, I pat myself.
But since you're so empathic, you know, Vim knows that it is Vim that is getting patted.
Yes.
And while the people in the Burak may say that all roads lead to Altenheim, truly, all roads lead back to Blackhole Mountain.
No.
This is where the campaign ending happens, by the way, guys.
Wow,
Who knows?
you exit Blacklaw, and then...
Until that time, I'll see you guys at a regular time next week.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna stop me from breathing fresh air for another week?
Yeah.
Vincent just wants to kiss Grassman.
You may kiss grass next week.
Go get
Don't
some
worry.
grass, my guy.
Next week, you may touch grass. You may
Woohoo!
find your child prodigy.
Woo!
Yeah, she better be fucking okay.
She level 4? She can take a
But,
feat, right?
That's a good
She
question.
take Prodigy? I think she can.
Mm.
She should
Awesome.
be able to.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think, was it last session? Yes, I think Victoria sent her a message, and basically said that, yes, we were finishing up in Black Hole, and he hoped she was okay. The only thing he received in return was, and I leave that up to Amber, because she's better at that.
What?
Delphine's reply to my message.
Do you remember what it is?
I mean, I remember what it is, but I want you to, you
Okay.
to say it.
Ow!
There you go. That was the reply I got.
Delphine was already a wolf.
A very happy awoo.
The happiest wolf this side of the Blackwall Mountain. But that is a story for next week.
Hey, let's go.
Thank you very much for hosting on this Sunday, and thank you very much to the people that rearranged their schedule to be here. Next Friday we will continue on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody.
Thank you, Amber.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
We will see you all later. Bye bye.